refresh this. So I bring back this. Okay, maybe not. There we go. This is part 2. Wow. That looks horrible. What happened to my clocks? Oh, my clocks went away because the graphics card screwed up. Seriously?
Possibly.
Well, the
Well, look at the
clocks are
screen.
not there, but the writing is.
Right. So let's see if a simple refresh will fix that. Fix that problem.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, I'm just learning all kinds of things today. Here's another conundrum for you to contemplate, Jim, while you're on the contemplating conundrums tonight. 2 days ago or so, after the stream, we were on Zoom, and I was sharing pictures from my This PC new folder D drive. Robert seen them, my wife seen them, I seen them, and whoever else was there watching seen them. Today I go to my This PC D drive, and guess what ain't there?
You first said my folder D drive. That's the
No,
first
it said
thing.
my PC. I'll share my screen in a minute. You know when you go to This PC and it brings up the C drive, the D drive, the da-da-da? This one said This PC, new folder, D drive.
Why does it say new folder?
Why is that? That's what I'm wondering.
Hold on.
What that?
Sorry, Greg. Kind of early. I was trying to hold off.
Oh God,
I'm sorry.
comes again. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, well, you knew it was coming. I mean, so I go down here. Local disk says new volume.
Oh, new
D
volume.
drive.
Okay.
So when I did this, and I opened this, there was 2,478 or 2,000. There were 248,000 or 278,000. I don't remember the exact number of files, of which there was a massive amount of pictures. Pictures from when Lorna and I met 15 years ago that I really, really want to fight. Today, Alex, Darren, Josh, myself, and Greg at times, we went through all of these 60 folders trying to find that. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm damn sure it said This PC, new volume, and nothing behind it. And like I finally had to get someone to understand, when you open a folder, it changes the path to This PC, new volume D, and the folder you open.
Right.
And I know it did not say. I know it looked just like this. Now I could be wrong on the drive itself, but I don't think I am.
King might knock on the door tomorrow.
You've checked the other drives
when you came in.
Yes, to the extent, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen. To the extent where, this is why I shut the other i7 down, is so that I could pull out my hard drive in it, put my internal external drives in there, and check those. And that's when we determined the Zoom problem. I've checked all of them except the one that's running in the Seagate docking station. I have not checked it. Now, I could, sorry, Greg, check it. I think.
Oh, it's back again.
Of course it
Jesus
is.
Christ.
Because it's right here.
Oh, man.
Storage drive 2E. That's the 6 terabyte. Now,
Yes,
I don't know that I would screw it up. I don't know.
No, open it up.
There's nothing in there that even resembles a D drive. So then I thought, well, maybe, again, I'm thinking, I know it's scary. I'm thinking, well, maybe it's in my backup.
For all of us, it's scary. Trust me.
I know. So I go to my backups. Now, this is why I'm 99% sure it wasn't in the backups, because it says This PC, storage drive 2E, hard disk, whatever, backup, whatever, 0, full. And if I hit backup, there's nothing in there that says D drive.
An entry level card.
So I'm lost. I really am lost. They were there. And I called Robert and asked him, and then he got on Zoom and I asked him, and he said, oh yeah, he saw him tonight at dinner. I asked Lorna, did you see him? Oh yeah. Alex says I dreamt it. So Lorna and Robert had the same dream I did at the same time I did. Scary. Very scary.
You know, you have so many storage drives.
Yeah,
it boggles my mind. I'm going to be blunt about it. You're disorganized as hell.
I could have told you that. All you gotta do is ask.
You disorganized as hell, man. You gotta narrow this fucking shit down. Sorry.
Well,
You gotta narrow it down.
I know it's if I was using the docking stations, it's going to be on one of 3 drives: the 1 terabyte, the 8 terabyte, or the 6 terabyte. Because the other little drives I didn't dig out. Not that.
Why not just get an enormous drive and throw everything onto that?
I'm working on it. I am seriously working on it. There's been discussion, as you know, of a NAS. There's been discussion of maybe not a NAS. I'm working on it. But then again, I'm pretty damn slow at making decisions sometimes. Let me hear it.
Ken,
Yes.
lean forward.
Are you going to smack me? All right.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Lean forward.
Yes. Oh, man.
Jesus.
I believe 12 terabyte is what I've been recommended to get.
Yeah.
Are you
Strange.
confident 12 is going to be good enough?
Well, let's see. Greg, put your blinders back on.
Oh, God. Here we go again.
Let's-
Jesus.
Ken, let's see the screen again.
I'm gonna have to go to bed early.
Hi, Tony. Hang on a second. Let me do this. I really do not like excluding YouTube up from this. But then again, I also have brain stutters where I can't remember what I'm supposed to use. So I got to change it.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get my medicine out and take 2.
Hey, Greg, you better take 4 the way this night's going. Oh, wow. I have a black screen in front of me. What in the holy hell is going on?
Yep, that's what we're seeing.
Well,
Funny thing.
oh, hold on a minute. Hold on.
That reminds me of NATO, not able to organize.
I like that. Now I need to share my screen, maybe?
You're already sharing your screen.
There we go. Now, so far, I've got the browser. In
Okay,
front of
wrong
me.
screen. I hate Zoom sometimes. God damn it. Goes this one freaking screen and goes to another freaking screen. Just out of curiosity, what's being shown now to you guys? I'll figure out.
Your
I'm
File
just-
Explorer?
My
I'm looking-
PC.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
fine.
so now I got to
Explorer.
get that over to Zoom.
Shush, just shush, shush.
I'm shushing.
Let me. Now I've
now it disappeared.
Now I've got OBS.
No,
in
no,
front
you
of
don't. You thought you did. No,
Yes.
you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm telling you, you did not.
me.
Nope.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact that it would take too long, I would drive over there and just.
Oh, let me know what day I'll cook. You want to grill? Steaks,
Christ.
chicken, pork?
Unbelievable. All right, just push while I take a look and see what you got. You got.
Oh God, I
have a-
have the same problem with my mom. She's got everything everywhere, and she has no organization to it. Last time I was there, she looked at me and said, "What can I do with this?" Like,
Okay,
Mom.
so from what I'm looking at, it looks like there's at least a 2 terabyte drive, a 6 terabyte drive, and it looks like possibly a 3 terabyte drive.
Yes, the C drive is a terabyte.
I'm not worried about the C drive. I don't give a
Oh,
rat's
okay,
ass about the
excuse
C
that
drive.
one. So there's a 3 terabyte on the D drive internal,
Okay.
6 terabyte, which is an internal using on a docking station external. Then I have a Western Digital 2 terabyte right there.
Yeah.
Then I have an 8 terabyte, and I have a 1 terabyte that I'm strictly going to do my backups from either Macrium or Acronis, probably Macrium on it, and nothing else. Nothing else.
Okay. Well, you're using a fair amount of the 3 terabyte.
Yes.
You're using almost
half.
nothing of the 6 terabyte,
Correct.
and you're using about a third of the 2 terabyte. Okay.
Okay, now I will show you
What
why
the-
that is. If I can get lucky and do this.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Our zone tight.
Zintafrac.
Okay, so now, hopefully, yeah, that came up. So the segment's good as it should be. The 3 terabytes good. That's the 6 terabyte, which we know it's yellow here, but so far it's good on the other one, on the Seagate one. So the jury's out on that.
Well,
Whatever.
Yeah,
And
whatever.
The last,
Right,
And
I
the
agree.
last one.
Is the Western Digital, and it shows being good as well.
Okay, that's all right. Close that, please.
Closing.
All right, so let me see what we got here. Okay, so yeah, you're using about half of that. So that's one there. You're barely using the other one, so actually I'm not even going to count that one right now. Yeah, you're using maybe a third of that one. And you still got another 8 terabyte
I can
drive,
tell you what's on the 8 terabyte drive. It has 26.4 gigabyte on it.
which is nothing.
Pictures.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I understand it's pictures, but as far as actual volume of data, it's
Sure,
nothing.
it's nothing. Right.
That's where all your photos went.
No, were you not with us today when I shut down the old i7, ripped the drive out, put the 8 terabyte in? We let it come
Nope.
up and they're not there. Oh, well, you missed
Nope.
it. Would you like me to repeat that?
No, no.
I don't want to repeat it.
Okay, so you're looking at right now 3, 6 is 9, another 2 is an 11. Let's discount the actual 6 one because you're not using much of it. Yeah, 12 terabyte should be more than sufficient. And you need to put everything in one freaking drive. This is a goddamn mess. You need to narrow it down.
it also doesn't it come down to the point with some Windows critical updates? If it sees multiple drives, can't that play havoc with it?
No, I've never experienced that.
I have. 'Cause it tries to split it off into 3 other drives. Like, no, just use 3. Just use the one. Like, it won't do that because it sees 3 others.
I don't
So I
care.
disconnect
What
the other
about-
3, then it works fine.
That
So
that's
2,
odd.
I'm going to
Can't
go
be
ahead and
here
open,
with noise
I'll
at all.
open this up here. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is nothing but, for the most part, pictures. For the most part. Some of this stuff, big backup drive, big drive 2. Don't take my head off. It's got some of the stuff that's on the other drive because I was trying to conserve space or whatever. But there's no program files on her per se. No Windows, no Windows Old, no DaVinci, none of that. It's strictly storage. And that's what the 2 or the 12 terabyte should be, right? No programs, strictly storage.
correct.
Okay. So now I'm going to put a little bit of a conundrum caveat on this. Should I use this drive right here for my DaVinci Resolve and OBS stuff with the programs and point it to go to the other one to get all the data? Or not?
Well, you're going to install DaVinci on the C drive.
Where it's
If
at
you-
now. Yes.
Where it's at now.
Right.
Within DaVinci, you can set where you want it to save stuff to and so forth
And get things from.
and get things from.
Okay.
So you can choose whatever you want to choose at that point.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it sounds to me like besides these 3 drives that I'm seeing, not counting the boot drive,
Mm-hmm.
the 3 drives I'm seeing here, it sounds like you have at least 2 more.
Storage drives?
Yeah.
Oh God, no. I've got the 8 terabyte, then I got the 6 terabyte. That's, well, you see the 6. So I got the 8 terabyte.
So,
And then
okay.
if you want to, if you have any small children in the room, I suggest you either cover their ears and close their eyes or have them leave the room. Besides, it's 12:01. They should be in bed anyway. I have. There's 1.
Bill here?
There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5.
Yes, I'm still here.
There's 6. And there's 7. And I have an empty one. I have 8 laptop hard drives that have data on them.
Dear God, man,
Jesus.
you're out of your flipping mind. You have all of that stuff that has data on it.
Mhm.
Well, I was about to start doing the same thing, Jim. It's just started getting laptop drives and throwing information on them.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
And I can't demonstrate what's on them because obviously I'm using the docking station to check the 6
I get
terabyte,
that. I
which
get that.
we don't want to go. And last night or the other night when I did this with the sharing of the pictures, it was not from any of these drives. It was from one of the current drives that is running right now, or the 8 terabyte, which it's not because I looked earlier. But yes, I know I need to get organized. I need to get one drive and one drive only that's nothing but pictures, videos, DaVinci Resolve finished products, OBS finished products, and nothing else. I know that.
Well, you got to do it soon because the longer you put it off, the worse it's going to get.
When did you say you'll be here for dinner? Oh, hey, wait. Do you have a docking station?
Do I have one? Yes.
Yeah. Can 2 docking stations run simultaneously at the same time?
Yes.
Yes.
Bring your docking station then. What kind of
Yeah,
an
'cause it-
impact, and I don't mean this to be funny or anything, but what kind of an impact would that have on the machine if you're running 2 docking stations transferring data at the same time? Would it slow it down?
It's not going to matter.
It's not gonna bother it much.
No, it's not going to bother it much at all.
Okay.
You could have like 6 of them, right?
How
What's
are
the-
your docking stations connected?
USB.
Yeah, they're all USB. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt us any.
You want to add a docking station, plug it into a different USB port. Don't plug it into the same port as the other dock. That's the only thing that I would caution you about.
Well, I don't think you can physically put 2 USBs in the same port, can you?
No, but they come in pairs, and you don't want to use 2 USBs sitting right next to each other. You want to use one on the top or one on the bottom.
Even on the
Because each-
motherboard?
Yeah, because each one shares a bus
I didn't
on
know
the
that.
Yeah.
motherboard, so
Like-
you want to use the top or however you want to do it. I don't use 2 USB ports sitting right next because they're shared.
I did
Right.
not. I honestly did not know that until just now.
Yeah, usually, if you've got, I don't remember which case you have at this point.
The Cooler Master NR 600.
Okay, the 600. It has 2 USB 3s on the front or something.
No, it has on the top. It has 2 USB ports, which appear to be 2 because they're gray. And on the back, on the motherboard, I think I've got like 3 or 4 USB 3s.
Well, here's my point. Those 2 that are up there on the front,
Mm-hmm.
they share the same bus.
Yep.
So you wouldn't want to put a docking station in each one of those
Okay.
because that might bottleneck whatever you're trying to do.
That makes sense.
So if you put one in the front, you put one plugged into the back, you should be fine.
Question. My 256 gig flash drive that won't run on this computer, could that be because I'm putting it in that one on top on the next to the, don't take my head off, dongle for the mouse?
It's
And the reason
hot.
that's there is because when I put the dongle on the back, it don't work. It never has.
You have the weirdest problems.
Are you staying for breakfast too? We have scrambled eggs and sausage.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, babe. Jim's coming to visit for dinner.
Oh no, you know.
No,
No. You can't afford me, dude. I got news for you.
I was gonna, yeah.
I'm gonna
that's-
feed you. What more do you want?
How much do you
That's a
want? that
loaded
food-
question you don't want to go near.
It's like with me. How much do you want that food bill to be?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Do you have White Castles in Delaware?
Not that I'm aware
Oh,
of.
good. I'll treat you to White Castles, and it'll be a delicacy.
We used to have a White Castle in my old hometown in Pennsylvania, but I think that's been gone for, close to decades at this point. But yeah, I haven't been to a White Castle and I cannot tell you how long. I think I was still a teenager the last time I was in one.
I haven't ever been to one, but I always had frozen. I've had the frozen ones on
Those are
occasion.
those are nasty.
Yeah,
I've
they
always
are.
wanted to go to. I've always wanted to go to the real one. But
Well,
sadly, the closest one to me, I believe, is in Nashville.
So the other odd thing is, when this said this, I thought, well, that's weird. So I went back down to this PC and I opened it up again. And when it opened the second time, it said 60 files like it does here. At the same time, I had the one open that said 248 or 278. And I'm like,
Huh?
that's strange because this folder here was showing up about 3/4 of the way down the page. There was crap, for lack of a word to say, in front of it. It's just mind-boggling me. It really is.
Well,
I'm gonna restart the machine when that thing gets done. I don't think that's gonna affect it. I really
no,
don't.
I can't
doubt it.
imagine that it would, but you never know. You have some of the strangest problems I've ever heard of.
This is true.
Um,
Oh,
yeah.
I've got to throw.
And I-
I got
and I
a few I
know-
could throw at you that would twist your head in circles.
And I know it wasn't on this because I rarely go to that drive right. What the hell? Why'd it go full screen? What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta find my power cords to my 650 modular power supply. I got that one SATA cord I gotta plug in, and it's around here somewhere. But
Well, I
the heck-
know.
What the hell am I looking at?
I
What's going on now?
opened up my Western Digital. I wanted to look
Oh,
at it real
okay.
quick.
All right. No, that's fine.
Because
I just
I know I wasn't there because I would have noted it said this PC Big Drive 2. Its name. I didn't name it that. It named itself. And there are 574 folders of pictures and music and whatnot in here. Yeah, I've got some pictures. Now,
yeah. No shit. Sorry.
you're fine.
Jesus.
And I want to get back to it because I want the pictures that were on there because it's of Lauren. I was skinny. I was about $180 in those pictures, and that was big.
Yeah, well, when I all the way up to my 30s, I'm about 5'7", I think, roughly. And all the way into my 30s, I was lucky if I weighed 135 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm now at about 185.
it's about what I weigh now. It's about 135, but spend half the day on that damn bike. That's why.
Yeah, if I got on a bike, I'd have your spasms all the time. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick this back over to where we're supposed to be and stop sharing my screen so we can get George feeling better.
Oh, God, thank you. Oh,
My turn.
Ouch.
Jeff, is your issue you called me about today working out for you?
Yeah, that fixed that part. I had something else strange happen. You remember I said last night I had hooked up my speakers and second monitor and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was unable to switch back and forth between my speakers and my headphones and mic on the headphone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Last night I shut everything down. Today I started it up and then I called you about rearranging the monitor things after I switched the cables and that worked out. Then when I plugged my headphones back in, now I can switch back and forth. I didn't change anything else.
And you think I have problems? Oh my goodness.
Oh, and I got another question for everybody. I have 2 accounts on my new build. One of them is an administrator account where I install software and do this and that and the other thing. And the other is just my account for Jeff, where I run all my stuff. Last night when I shut down, I was in my own account, the Jeff account, was not logged into the administrator account at the same time. Just went over and said, shut down, shut down. Before I called you today, I started it up and I logged into the administrator account. And when I had done what I was doing there and was getting ready to get out of that, when I went up and highlighted the administrator account so I could sign out, I was logged into the other account, the Jeff account, which I did not manually log into. Why, when I started up, did it automatically
How the
lock into
hell?
that account?
Good night, Rook.
No, I
he was-
didn't
I
say
think he
good
was
night. I
questioning.
said, I said, well, how the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said good night.
No, I'm trying to answer Jeff's question, but I can't because I said, what? How the hell did it do?
Yeah, that's
Question while I'm going to bed. Oh,
I've
I'm waiting.
had this sort of thing happen
okay,
more than
Sean.
once.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'll see
Oh,
you
by the
tomorrow.
way, again, thank you for the seed cleaner. I have been instructed you can assign extensions to it, and it will find only those extensions.
Yeah.
I'll experiment with that once I get my other problem fixed. Jeff made me
Yeah.
think of something, not to interrupt him and not to run Sean off. Sean, good night. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean.
Enjoy your visit. Is it possible that somehow when I clicked on that, it time warped into another account that I don't have, by the way, and was reading that? Is that possible? Yeah, I know. I'm
don't-
throwing mud at the wall right now.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
obviously,
you are, because
obviously.
Well, I seen it. This is what, if I hadn't seen it, if Lorna hadn't seen it, if Robert hadn't seen it, if Chris comes back, I'm sure he saw it. Darren would remember he saw it. We all saw it. And
What were
now
you all sharing?
we weren't passing the pipe or anything, if that's what you're referring to.
Well, just asking, just
Well,
asking.
I'm just clarifying. We weren't.
Yeah.
So Wintermute says in Seed Cleaner, go to Tools, Duplicate Finder, select, click Add, select the location drive to search, add a file type, i.e. *.mp4 or multiple types, separate the types with, and then I have to go to YouTube to see it. So I will check that out one of these days. Probably right after I throw everything on my big 12 terabyte drive and I have 700 duplicates and it gets me more space. Because if I do what you guys want me to do now and I throw it all on there, there's going to be a massive amount of duplicates.
And there are programs that will find those duplicates.
hmm
There's software that you will find duplicate files and
Yeah.
say, look, you've got
Sure.
this three places, 4 places, whatever the hell.
Right.
Seed Cleaner has some useful functions in it. Don't get tempted into doing any registry stuff. with
Oh
it.
gosh, no.
No,
When
no,
I
no,
when I
no.
ran it the other day, if it didn't say MP4, JPEG, MOV, PNG, NKV, or anything of that nature, I didn't mess with it. Did not even. No.
I have played with registry stuff with it in the past, but that was like in XP and 7. I haven't used any registry stuff since I went to 10 at all. I agree with Carrie on that. I don't think it's necessary in general.
No, I would not understand it, so I'm not going to mess with it. Right now, my focus is, and I'll probably be up most of the night worried about this and working on it. I want to find doggone stupid pictures again. There's pictures and videos. I did a video for my mom when we lived in California, and I emailed it to her. I found that video.
I hesitate to say this. Have you tried any of these utilities that will find deleted files?
I have not.
Cuba.
78%. So about every half hour it gets a percent. So 78%, 12% to go. 4 more hours. Yeah, about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that's running. That's running at warp speed.
I might get lucky and get it by 4 o'clock. I don't know.
I would say after you're done with that, I would just shut down completely,
Go to the bar, have a drink, and come back. You're right. Good
Yeah.
idea.
start up again and see if anything unweirds after that. I mean, since you are running something that messes with disks, I mean, I don't see how that could be happening, but I've had stranger things occur.
Again, for the life of me, I don't understand how I can take D drive and open it here and have over 200,000 entries. Open D drive over here and have 60 entries. It's the same damn drive. And I don't think I clicked on something to find it because I tried that today. I'm looking. Oh, maybe no. I gotta get a drink. I'll be back. I'll be right back. Honey, where's the vodka at?
Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
dig
you.
out the whiskey.
Dig out the whiskey.
Oh, God.
Speaking about the registry, when I use the Zoom uninstall utility that's built into Zoom to remove the 511.3 that was acting up. And then I went in and scanned the registry. There was 6 entries by Zoom in there that the uninstall program did not remove.
No, that's no surprise. That's been a constant problem with the registry.
That's, well, I use something like Revo uninstaller for that sort of thing. Something like that helps with that.
I just used the CC cleaner, registry cleaner, removed them.
Okay, well, that does the same thing when you're just getting rid of a program like that. I don't see any issues with that.
Blackwatch, you were there. Did you see the pictures the other night that I was sharing with you and Robert?
Actually, they all ended up on Blackwatch.
Oh wait, I'm asking. That's where they're at. He got them. Hey, send those back to me.
There you go.
On a different note, Mom made it today. She's in her room. She's happy. She called me tonight, and my first thought was, "Oh God, she wants me to take her home already." She didn't. She just wanted to know how I was because she forgot that I saw her yesterday. And I said, "I'm fine. I'm on my way down to see you right now." And she goes like, "Oh, good. I'll show you where I live now." "No, Mom, you don't live there. This is a temporary thing." Spent about 2 hours with her. It was a good visit. After my mom hung up on the phone, I called my sister. I said, "Just out of curiosity, what time did you drop her off?" She goes, "Why?" I said, "Because Mom just called me and I really expected her to say, I'm wanting to go home." And she laughed. It is kind of cute. And she said, "Well, what'd she want?" I said, "Oh, she just wanted to tell me about dinner." And her words, not mine. She was talking to some crazy lady. And my sister goes, "She really said that?" I said, "Yes, she said she's talking to some crazy lady." Anyway, I think she's going to be okay there for the 5 days she's going to be there.
Well,
Tell Mom I'm picking on you again. That's right, I am. Do you remember the pictures? Doggone it. I need verification. Everybody thinks I dreamt this.
now this was on a Zoom session after the stream was
After the
closed.
stream, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Alex left.
Yeah, he got bored, I guess.
Or he's going to bed. It's 11:20 in his neck of the woods. He'll have
Well,
a busy day.
anyway, all right. Fair warning. Migraine time. Let me see if I
Greg,
can.
I believe he's. I'm sorry, big dude.
Yeah, that was
I'll give
that was a warning. Migraine time.
a black watch.
Oh dear God. No, God. That boy ain't right.
Oh,
You
my
think?
God.
Yeah, you think.
You
There we go.
think, yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
this is
Oh, geez.
my deal.
Oh,
This folder here, this folder here. This one here is the pair of 4 terabyte drives. This one here is the pair of 8 terabyte drives. Those are both in the NAS.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we open this up, I have had 4 digital cameras in my life. One is this one here, which is where all the pictures for that were.
Mm-hmm.
Then as we come down, there's my Rebel XTI with all the folders that are there.
well, you've got them organized by the cameras you took.
That's correct.
Ah,
That's the S50 that I had before the Rebel XTI. Those are all the whatever. But yes, this is called organization. So I can go into wherever. And if I change the view, which I can remember how to
View.
view at the top.
change.
Yeah, I just do. So anyway, I just
Yeah, we played around with that too, thinking maybe it was, we checked the hidden items. It wasn't, they're not hidden.
no, I wouldn't imagine they'd be hinted. But I mean, my thing here is that this is where I dump everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I make sure that, well, in my case, with the pictures that I have, I make sure that I have a folder for that particular camera. And then inside of that is where everything goes.
Right.
So,
Which is a good idea.
this was one time when I had my iPhone 5 and made sure I backed up all those things. So those are all the ones that were taken with the iPhone 5. So I can find things.
Sure.
I couldn't help but
Your,
notice
yours is kind of like freaking helter skelter.
Oddly enough, when I go to search things, I do put the Beatles on, and that's the song I'll go to.
you get a folder called Diesel Backup.
Yeah, that was a flash drive. That was a flash drive. That was the volume name from it. So I just used it.
So there's 3 things.
But
in chat
but again,
now.
everything is in one location basically.
Sean. Oh, I know I need to get organized. I've known that for a while now.
How many of those laptop drives do you have?
8.
And what's the average size of them?
Average size?
Yeah, I'm sure some are like maybe 500 gigabyte, maybe one's a terabyte, maybe another one's whatever.
Well, the thing I hate about these dumb little things is no, I don't think any of them are terabytes. This is 250. This is
Okay.
750.
Okay,
This
so
one is no clue. I didn't mark
Well-
it. Usually when I find it, I mark it so that way I don't forget. I'll come back to that one. This one is 120. That's a waste. This one's
But you-
empty. This one's empty.
but you have data on all of them?
All of them but the empty one. This one's DaVinci Resolve, 250 gigabyte. I'd say average is probably 250.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I clearly, if you want to hold an intervention, please let me know when we're going to do that, and I'll go on vacation that week.
Now, what would be the point of telling you that there's going to be an intervention?
That way I can go on vacation.
And no,
That's not how interventions work.
that's right. It's not how they work.
They've worked perfectly well for me all these years doing that. So you can't convince me they don't work.
We'll just remote it and clean it all up for you.
Thought about having Alex remote in and see if he can find those. I really did. But
Format
we
C.
sat here and
Anyway.
shared the screen and we can't find them.
Well, they had to have gone somewhere, but
Or I was in the wrong location and I
after you're
was thinking I
done-
was seeing something. I don't know.
After you're done testing that drive, shut all the way down. Turn off the power completely if that's necessary, start back up again.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Probably-
pending a restart right now
Probably-
because I updated earlier today, and the only reason I've not done it is because I don't think that this thing is the Seagate's gonna restart at 78% finished.
Oh
It'll-
God, no.
It'll
No,
start
that's
at
not.
0.
Nope.
So I can
Yeah.
be patient enough to sit here until
Yep.
whatever time in the morning, or if it looks like it's not gonna be done tonight, I'll go to bed, get up tomorrow, and it'll be there. You know? So you're being no, Kenny Witten, not you, me. Not you, me. I'm the lost cause. I think if you took a vote in the room right now, you're going to
I
get.
just shot my foot off.
you feel better.
Yeah,
Some people say shoot yourself in the foot, you'll feel better.
Well, that could be relative. Depends on whether you have gout.
I do have gout.
Oh man,
And it does, yeah. Curling the toes, and I tell you, people 2 blocks away will hear me when I curl my toes with gout.
Mm.
And then it hurts like a mother because it won't straighten out without a lot of pain. So I've had my toes straight for the last know, a couple of years. I should get it looked at, but I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna stick needles in my foot. And it's like, no, no, I ain't doing it.
Mm.
Well, they say if that fluid in your toes turns toxic and it gets to your heart, you're a dead man. I'm taking that chance. You're not sticking needles in my foot. Well, we're gonna do something to get the fluid out. You're not sticking needles in my foot. All right, fine, then live with it. I'll live with it.
You
She
got all
said she
these,
literally turned away and she just said, "It's your funeral." But you're right, it is.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
I can, the only thing I'll say additionally is
Good luck.
those laptop drives are very fragile.
Mm-hmm.
You probably want to make them and any failing drive a priority as far as getting stuff off of them. Because all it's going to take is one whoops.
Right. So let me ask a question. I only have one docking station. Oh, I can go get another one if need be. Am I going to literally take a laptop drive, put it in a docking station, move it over to a, let's just say, my C drive, if it's big enough to hold it?
No. Hold on.
Oh, you're talking about when I buy the new drive.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Will the laptop drives?
For the
fit
laptop
into their current
drives,
docking station?
Laptop drives, you get one of these guys.
I'm for your background.
You're back. Take your. Oh, okay. I've seen
Okay,
those.
you get one
Oh,
of these
that's,
guys.
yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
For the laptop drives, hold on. Let me see if this will show up. No, it won't show up
No, it
without the
won't.
background. Just me pain in my ass.
Well, I try. I mean,
Yeah. Hang on. Okay, there we go. That's better. So basically, you get one of these guys.
yep.
Okay, those
Yep.
are for the laptop drives. Those will power with just this.
Mm-hmm.
They'll run off of you. So you get one of these,
Right.
and you start pulling all that data onto whatever drive you want to stick into the other docking station or wherever you want to put it.
Or I buy my 12 terabyte, hook it up in the machine, and just go ahead and put it straight onto there.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's for the laptop ones. Then you can address the 3.5 inches in the docking station.
But I really shouldn't do it at the same time, should I?
Depends if you plug the docking station into the back of the computer and you have enough cable that you can get it sitting somewhere where it's at least reasonably convenient.
Yeah,
then
it's
plug-
reasonably convenient, but I think right now, and if this is wrong, just go gentle on me. I think right now I've got it plugged into my USB hub. I believe.
No, never.
What's that, babe? Do I need? Okay, I'll be right there.
He's pulling my chain. I know he is.
All right, let me figure out where I'm not. And I said go gentle, so let me see. Do I have that plugged in there?
Here's my thing. I try to use a USB hub as infrequently as possible and not for anything I need to have data throughput. It should, whatever you're plugging in should go right to the port, preferably on the motherboard, but not through the hub. That's not a good idea.
Why do you say that? I'm curious.
Because the hub, especially, well, that depends on the hub. If you had, like, let's say for sake of argument, you have a USB hub that's like, maybe it's USB 3.2 gen, whatever the heck, and it's got a USB-C connector, and that's plugged into the back. Then yes, you can probably plug in a USB 3.0 docking station, and there's not going to be much of a bottleneck. Okay, but if you start plugging in several USB 3 devices, they all have to negotiate through the hub for the one port.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well,
it depending on how much you're trying to move and what you're trying to move around, it's going to bottleneck.
Come in.
All right, I take your point. I have to do that on my laptop,
Well, yeah, laptop, you don't have much of a choice.
of course, but and I have a hub that has its own power,
Right.
so. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got to prepare myself for this. I do have it plugged into the USB hub.
Okay.
I thought
other thing-
because it was a 3.0 and the USB's 3.0, that would be a smart thing to do, but apparently not.
Well, if you only got one in the hub and the other drive goes into another USB port, not on the same bus.
Well, I got 4 things plugged into the USB hub. I believe
Okay.
one of them is that camera right there.
Okay.
One of them is my iPhone super duper supposed to be blazing fast iPhone cord.
Okay.
The other one is I'm not sure where that one goes actually. I think that goes to the Western Digital drive.
That's where
External
the
drive.
pictures went. You don't know where it goes.
Beginning to
and
look that
also-
way. Oh, you know what? It could be. Is it the Yeti? No, it's not the Yeti because I was told not to plug that into the hub.
Yeah, but Jim, isn't one in the hub worth 2 in the port?
Depends on if her name's Maria or not. I don't know. I'm not sure on that. Let me see.
I
Yeah,
just-
this other one goes to my Western Digital. So the iPhone's plugged into it, the docking station plugged into it, the camera's plugged into it, and the fourth one is the external Western Digital. So I will move, when this is done running, I'll move that up to the motherboard itself as far as that goes. May have to do some rearranging.
Yeah.
No, it'll be good. I got enough
Yeah.
space.
Take the docking station off the hub.
Will that help me find my picture?
I
It won't, I know.
unlikely.
Oh, I know.
Unlikely.
Well aware of that.
But anything you're trying to, if you're like, for example, if you're doing backups, you really want a dedicated device on a dedicated port so that you have full bandwidth available to do that operation.
And when I plug the hub in, I want it on a 3.0 and not have anything plugged in next to it. I want it strictly by itself.
The USB hub, I don't know that it matters all that much, assuming that you're going to leave the camera, the iPhone, and what was the other thing?
The Western Digital.
Okay, well, the Western Digital. Well, the iPhone, you're not using the bandwidth most of the time. And the camera's probably USB 2.0 speed anyway, so that's not necessarily a problem.
Well, once I get the big 12 terabyte put in the machine, then I'll only be using the docking station to do my backups with. And that's going to go on that 1 terabyte drive. That's it.
Okay.
There's no sense. There's no sense having to use other drives for it. If I can get everything on the 12 terabyte, it's going to be internal. I can't see. Because
It's actually probably better that the 12 terabytes are internal. You don't want to necessarily have that hanging off on a docking station.
Right. And then I can take the 3 terabyte out because I'm going to pull the data off it as well, right?
Well, yeah. The idea here is, in my opinion, it's my opinion, which is worth exactly what you're paying for. My opinion is that you have a boot drive and you have a data drive where everything goes. That's my
I'm
opinion.
gonna love my papa.
All right, Josh. Or in my case, I have a boot drive and 75 data drives.
Yes.
Did I mention my DVD reader at all?
And I would imagine that probably at least half the time it takes you hours to find what you're looking for.
Yes.
Sometimes, yes.
I always thought 2,800 books of green stamps was a lot of money.
Somebody mentioned Maria.
I just met a girl named Maria.
I'll take the strike, but yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Oh, that one.
Yep.
B.W. Stevenson.
Yep.
At Brooks
Early
and Dunn.
70s.
Yeah, sorry, I went a little further back.
Well, shoot. Who left? Oh, Natasha.
Mm.
Huh?
Josh logged Natasha out.
Does Natasha know about this?
I hope so.
Probably asleep.
Probably.
Thought
Although
Mary-
she did have a couple words tonight.
Yeah.
Don't you say them. We're on air now.
One of the words she said was "hello, everybody" or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Before everybody got here. Well, heck, I was hoping that the powers that be would say, "Oh, you need to do," and they'll be right there. But obviously, that didn't happen.
Mm-mm.
The one thing I love about Jim, he's so patient with you.
I tell you what I love about Jim. He's got such an eloquent way of telling you things that he makes you feel like you're about an inch and a half tall, but you don't even realize it. He's just. I love that about the man.
And you know, at
I
the
got
end
a
of
lot of flaws, but I just don't give a shit.
That's right.
and you know what? At the end of the live video, Ken, you still don't know bugger all what he was talking about, but you gotta love it. You know, you really
Yeah,
do.
Jim's the gentle break it to you gently. I'm the guy that's just hammer down. This is the way it's gonna be, buddy.
So let me end the stream for the second time, and I will end the stream this time. I didn't do that a while ago. It ended itself, kind of unexpectedly,
Is that
abruptly.
what happened? You're filling up my notification box. You know that.
Doggone, you get notifications, really?
Yes.
I don't. I didn't get
Yeah,
one of
what's
them
your
last
secret?
night's or
'Cause
tonight's.
nobody else does. Good
I'm
night,
stuck.
Tony. I'll call you tomorrow, Tony.
Why
I'll give you
tomorrow?
a call tomorrow because it's too late tonight.
Well, is Kenny today?
Well, it's
If Tony's tomorrow.
12:39 here, which means it's 9:39 there, and I don't want to disturb the man on his evening. I'll call him
Well,
tomorrow.
how come Jeff is always Saturday night then?
Not sure.
Okay. I think
So
I
is
think
this
that's what-
working? Okay, odd. Not to add to my troubles or anything, but OBS and the stream are two totally different things. The stream is correct, OBS is wrong. That is really, really troubling.
I want to qualify something. When Jim tells things, I know what he's saying. Everybody knows. It's just Ken is still left